If you're watching this video, it's very clear that you're online. You might be online too much though, and you want help managing that. Perfect. That's why I'm here to help. And so we don't waste too much more time, let's get straight into this. The first thing you want to do is know your why. What is the reason behind you wanting to be offline more? Is it for your health? You keep giving yourself headaches due to visual eye strain, or you always stay up too late because you want to watch just one more video and then your sleep schedule is completely messed up. Maybe you are always procrastinating the important tasks in your life because being online is just so much more interesting. Maybe you have a hobby you're always wishing you could go back to, but instead you always end up back on that electronic device. Having a reason in mind is really important for trying to get offline more, as it serves as a constant reminder to keep you on track. It is always much harder to achieve a goal when you don't even know why it matters to you. It also helps you determine which tips are going to be the most beneficial. While all of these tips are helpful, the ones that are going to be the most useful for procrastination are not going to be the same ones that are the most useful for health, you know? A good way to get offline more is to set clear boundaries with your technology. If possible, set a screen time or app/website limit on your phone and computer. Allocate the amount of time you can spend online, or set certain hours as to which you can and cannot be online. For example, you can't access social media after 6 p.m. This tip goes nicely with the idea of having tech-free zones. Stop bringing your devices into the bathroom. Stop scrolling social media every time you have a meal. Don't have electronics in your bed. One of the easiest ways to cut down on being online is to do this, as a lot of the time, the problem comes with the devices being so easily portable that you can carry them around with you 24/7. Stop bringing the device with you everywhere, and you're online a whole lot less. If needed, or if this is just something you want to do for fun, do a digital detox for a day or so, where you just avoid being online at all. This is really helpful if you keep finding yourself being distracted from other activities you have to do, and you might find yourself rediscovering some hobbies when you get bored. This tip might be particularly helpful if you keep turning off screen time limits or bringing devices into tech-free zones. It's so much easier to notice when you break a rule that you set for yourself when you've hidden your devices for the day. Speaking of, you want to be mindful of triggers. What keeps drawing you online? Is it simply the first thing you reach to whenever you feel bored? Are you always using it to procrastinate on your work because the idea of starting is just way too intimidating? Or maybe you allow yourself a few minutes of scrolling, but accidentally spend a few hours because the site works just enough to keep you engaged. Whatever it is, realize it, and then come up with ways to work around it. Maybe you need to turn your phone into grayscale so that apps are less addicting. Maybe you need to delete those apps entirely or set alarms to alert your brain on how much time you're spending online. Maybe you should put your productive apps on the home screen and have your apps on a different slide so you don't have the temptation of playing games when you should be working. Maybe you need to have a friend or family member know your goal so they can call you out when you're slacking. Of course, when you take the time you spend being online out of the equation, you need to fill that time with other things, or else you will go right back into that habit. Like already mentioned, you should pick up a hobby of your choosing, schedule to meet up with your friends in person, work on any task that you've been putting off, or something else. Remember your why. If you have any tips of your own, please feel free to share them in the comment section down below. I would love to form a community of people who want to help each other succeed. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video with a friend or whoever may need it, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and stay optimal.